Hi, I'm Patricia Sunday, SundayMinistries.com. I was recently asked about a video where someone was discussing one of the pictures of the prophet Nostradamus, which I have published in my book called Nostradamus: Lost Pictures Unveiled. It is a picture of 3 lunar eclipses, which he says represented the conjunction of the Sun, Moon, and Jupiter. They were contained in this V-shaped necklace. He also saw that they corresponded to the July 27th, 2014 alignment in the heavenlies. But I have placed this picture in my book as April 29th, 2014. As this is the true date of Abib 1 and was an annular solar eclipse and the beginning of something. But the configuration he is talking about is actually on July 27th and occurs in the Beehive cluster M44. But this was meant by Nostradamus to lay out flat, as there are 3 lunar eclipses that occur before the 4 blood red moons that everyone is talking about. The April 29th configuration was Nostradamus's sign to get ready for the rapture, which is the second coming of Jesus, Yeshua, which is very soon. Subsequently, people have begun noticing something strange on their cell phones. If you would speak to your phone, what is special about July 27th, 2014, the Siri lady would say, July 27th, 2014 is the opening of the gates of Hades. And if you ask her about September 3rd, 2014, she would say it's September 3rd, 2014, the closing of the gates of Hades. July 27th was the closing of the Olympics and the end of the Islamic Ramadan. It is also a high satanic holiday. This includes witchcraft, and they are calling for the arrival of Lucifer himself. I show in my books that the prophet Nostradamus says that they will call down Satan, Lucifer, to come down on October 4th, 2014. In order for such a thing to happen on iPhones, it tells us that there is an unusually large amount of people who are linked together for a certain purpose, and they all have these specialized cell phones. Not only that, it tells us that someone in charge of the iPhone system had to specifically program the phones for this purpose. Very diabolical. They must think that God has no one out here that understands what they're doing, but there are many of us. Siri on the iPhones gives out this information to alert those in the satanic ritual covens that this is a special time for kidnapping. The hunting season for kidnapping and holding women began on July 20th. They also traffic in and kidnap children and sometimes men whom they will use in their sexual and blood sacrifices on their altars to their god, Lucifer, or as the Catholic Church calls him in their services when they pray to him in Latin, Lucifer. They do this in order to draw up another level of evil spirits from the pit of hell. But this ceremony, in particular, is calling up their god, Lucifer. You might say they have been literally raising hell. You can go to one website called the Grand Climax Satanic Ritual to July 27th and find it in plain view for everyone to read. They are not ashamed of their God, and neither should we be ashamed of Yeshua, Jesus, who is our God. How much more should we be seeking our Savior now? Many evil things will happen after this time period. We are in the beginning phases of it now. I believe, of course, and I may be wrong. I'm not a perfect human being. But I believe the next blood sacrifice to be the sacrifice of Pope Francis, as I have detailed in another video. Shows on cable TV like Dating Naked and Naked and Afraid are just two examples of some of the demonic fruits of their satanic rituals. Also, the music industry has gone to Hades themselves and is literally possessed. Pictures of naked stars are literally peppered everywhere. Pornography is now in your face. There are many things the Lord is showing me so fast that I cannot get it written down. But as I can, I am putting them on videos to tell you what I believe He is revealing to me. The satanic ritual period is 39 days. In the Old Testament, when people were punished, Jesus for one, the law called for 40 stripes, but they would only whip for 39 because when you get to 40, you could have gone too far. So for us, they will stop short of the full evil they intend to bring, because the Lord will not give us any more than He Himself took. The 39 days is a mockery of Jesus. Those 39 stripes on Jesus, Yeshua, wounded Him, but it took the cross to kill Him. But He bore the cross for us so we would not have to go to Hades or hell. The taking up of His people is next on the Lord's agenda. It is not going to be like most people think it is. There will not be two comings to get you, and there will not be 7 years in between. Christians have been duped. Get ready, be prepared. You want to be in the group of 5 virgins that make it to heaven, not in the 5 virgins left on earth. Jesus said He would build His gates, His church, and the gates of hell cannot prevail against it. Matthew 16, 17 through 19. Shalom.